And we're live, I hope. Press the right buttons. Welcome back. It's been a while. There's been a lot going on. Not in this game. In real life, there's been almost nothing going on in Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest land, other than some new Planeswalkers have made it to the vault, and I've purchased them for your viewing convenience, and we're going to play with them a bit today. I would say neither of the two decks are as cool as they could be yet. Am I yelling? I feel like I'm yelling. But I think the two Planeswalkers overall are solid. They have good bones, if you understand real estate jargon. Let's see, who are they? Did I already pass one? I must have. So here's the handsomest Planeswalker, Teferi. He's got cool abilities, man. I really like him. So he's got a bounce and sort of a drain effect. Sight of the future, draw 2 cards, gain an extra swap. This is super cool. I really like this. And it's pretty easy to get to, too. I'm not crazy about this. A lot of creatures cost 12 or more. And so this has a hard time landing. And then if it costs less than 12, it's not usually a big threat. So this doesn't have, Spiraling Time does not have a lot of use at the moment. But I should be giving them levels here. Let's do that right now. Cool. The one I liked got better. This one's cool, too. This one's really cool. Whenever you draw a card, your opponent loses a reinforcement. If they can't, exile a creature. So what this deck wants to do is just draw cards. Ugh, thanks. Draw cards, and yep, I turned all those off. Thanks. I hope I didn't just delete that. Anyway, draw cards, and the deck I have set up, rather than ramping, it makes all my creatures cheaper. Here, I can show you the deck. It's all these little creatures, like Danitha, who make things in my hand cost less. Historic cards cost less. Wrath Capshan. This is just a good spell. It's just good. And it has a historic bonus, so it's cool. This I'm pretty underwhelmed with, but it's historic. This is just like artifact version of Wrath Capshan. And then this is one of the cool new mythics I've picked up. Mishra Self-Replicator. I haven't quite cracked this thing. Like, what you want to do is just, be playing cheap cheap artifacts. And there's a few of those you can do right now. I saw one deck just go nuts with this guy. But I had a kill spell already, so it didn't really matter. Totally fine. Support destruction. Destroy an opponent's support. Space. Sloppy. So that's fun. The other Planeswalker I got was Jaya. She looks pretty good for 16,000 years old. 1,600 years old. And she's interesting. She's like spiritually a blue-red Planeswalker. Let's get her to level 40. Sorry, I got a sesame seed stuck in my throat. Or level 36.5. That's good, too. And what I tried to do, I tried building a all-spell deck with her, which you can do. And it was okay. Using stuff like Pyromancer's Goggles. Oh, this was a fun new pickup. Primal Amulet. This thing has been pretty rocking so far. Here, let's just look at it real quick. Your spells cost 1 less to cast. Great. It's a little expensive for what it does, but that's okay. Whenever you cast a spell, the support gains 1 shield. Cool. I think it has 3 or 4 to start with, so it's already pretty beefy. At the end of your turn, if the support has 5 or more shields, transform the support. It becomes a land. Look, it's Vomit Guy! Oh, it was that splash image that I was like, I don't know what this is from. Here he is. It's Vomit Guy. And I just noticed it's the Jade. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I don't feel good. Sorry. It's such a good piece of art, and I do nothing but belittle it. Anyway, at the beginning of your turn, convert two gems to your Planeswalker color. Cool! Whenever you cast a spell that costs 9 or more mana, return that spell to your hand with 6 mana, then the support loses 1 shield. It's pretty cool. And initially I had it all creatures. And it kind of worked, but not well enough. So then I peppered in some red wizards, because I like the red wizard deck. And it's a little bit better. It's not amazing. I had that red spell that or red enchantment in here, Sunbird's Invocation or something like that, and I don't like it. It's just too clunky. It's like it costs a lot of mana to bring in. It doesn't initially do anything until you cast your next card, and it fills your hand up, and it's just a little too clunky for at least this deck. I think there's a place for it. I just don't think it's in this deck. Anyway, it's fine. It's not. Again, it's not. It hasn't like crystallized. This deck just doesn't like pop off, but it works pretty well. Yeah, it's just yeah. A couple of the decks I've retrofitted and rebuilt, they work, but they don't sing. You know what I mean? Anyway, I have a couple of packs to crack. Let's save that for secondsies. The event we're gonna run today is another one of those Dominaria events. I think we've done it before. It's not very fun, but I've done the thing again where I've done like the first few, so we can just get to opening some packs because that's fun. It looks like they changed the first booster pack you win to just a normal booster pack. None of that just like common and uncommon BS. So let's see what we get. Oh, another thing I want to mention is that oh, thank goodness, I've been wanting this card forever, and I've been just refusing to spend booster crafting points on it. This is great. This seems like a great card. Just a counterspell, even for 6. Done. And you can do it for 4. That's nuts. It's so good. Cool art too. Oh, sweet. 2 new Dominaria cards. When I get the white-green Huatli, I think this will make it in this deck. Maybe not. It seems great though. Hexproof 2/2. What I figure I'm gonna do with that white-green Huatli deck is build some sort of like night token spamming plus that explore path of something, path of exploration or whatever it is. And I think it's just going to be rocking. I think this is my favorite artist, Mowgli Villanueva. Cool piece of art. 2 excellent pickups so far. This card's fine, but I already have it. This card I think is a dud. Unfortunately, I think it's totally fine in Paper Magic, but things pretty much already have unblockable. Baird. That was a bunch of really good cards I just opened, but here we are. I was going to say M19 released in Paper Magic either last Friday or this Friday. I think it looks like a super boring set. I'm interested to know how it's going to translate into Puzzle Quest here. So, we'll see. Keep an eye on that. Alright, let's see what our rare is. Big money, big money, big money, big money. It's a red one. Dope! Oh, something that both Jaya and Teferi came with is one of the rare lands, which I think are excellent. They are so worth getting. I'm going to do this later today, just to, whoops, nope, not right now. Just to, the rare lands just are very fun. Even though these have been a big pain in the ass, I've managed to do each of them perfectly. So, I figure we'll just go through them. Maybe let's just start with this one. Let's build up to it. I might just skip this one. I just did this one a minute ago. It sucks. It's just boring. These land support things. It's not fun building a deck around. Okay, we were going to do this, I guess, I think. Okay, alright. Let's see what the rules are. Each event has its own little annoying support. Interesting. Whenever a player matches 4 or more gems, that player can't activate Planeswalker abilities until the end of their turn. That's a bummer. And let's see. This is the one that made blue pop up. Oh man, I have a great idea for this, and I can show off one of my cool new decks. Thran. Which one was it? It's the one with... Well, as I said, I've been just kind of going through all my decks and rebuilding them. And one card that I have been very happy with is Shalai, Voice of Plenty. This card is great. Though, it does just paint a kill spell on her forehead, because she's the only thing that's targetable. So gone. Dead. But with that support that gives the last creature hexproof, if you can make her the last creature, then all your creatures would effectively have hexproof. And that's kinda neat. Alright, I'm not doing anything. I should do something. I should play this game. Cast 3 more enchantments. Cast 3 creatures with power 5 or more. So I want a deck with lots of enchantments and high power creatures. And probably something with a little life gain, just because those last battles can kind of go a little long. And when I think life gain, I think Sorin. But is that what I want to do? I quite like my Sorin deck. Yeah. I like this quite a bit. I got a new card for it. Well, not for it, but I got, I finally got one of the rare vampires that doesn't totally blow. But I don't think she's quite right for this deck. It's a really good creature. But the thing is, she can return any creature. It doesn't just have to be a vampire. So, I don't know. Some sort of graveyard shenanigan thing. Could be cool. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick with Kazarov and just run it out like this. How many supports do I have? Pardon me. This deck can just go off. Between, like, Vanquisher's Banner and all these things that make tokens, it just goes cray-cray. Yeah, you heard me. Alright. Pretty much the way I use Sorin's abilities in this is if I'm hurting on mana, I'll just spam that first ability, you know, assuming I have like 2 or more creatures out. It can gain you a lot of mana really quick. Otherwise, I usually just save for his 3rd ability. That's not terrible in this deck. Queen's Commission. I'm going to keep this ready as sort of like a pseudo kill spell. I'll cast that when I get around to it. What is your dumb ability? Ah, interesting. Okay. So he's rainbow, though he likes white the most. So let's see if no. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. Looks great. Off to a good start. It's been the same support every game, yet the special rules of this event said it was supposed to do something different. And this is really annoying. This just whittles away your creatures faster than you would think. You know, it just kills them all slowly, but annoyingly. It's just... I say. Coming next turn, and it happens at the beginning of your turn. So, like, if you cast a 1/1, let me rephrase that. Don't cast 1/1s. They will die. And then you'll be sad. Ha! 2 damage. Oh, yikes. He just gained a ton of mana. Well, that's a problem. Okay. We are in trouble. Really? This is how we're starting? You get an epic cascade, and I have no removal? Cool. Okay, well. Things have taken a turn for the crappy. So... No. I guess we'll do this. I don't love it, though. Just absorb some damage, hopefully. Knock out a creature or two. Bonk. Splat. Bonk. This guy's going to be a huge problem, this knight token. I think it said it was an ally, too. Huh, it's an ally from Zendikar. Zendikar block. Okay. Try to do that again, but, you know, I am thinking we are off to a pretty miserable start. No, I guess we'll do this. Sure. I will take this. Oh, good, another free turn for you. Cool. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ow. There goes my 1/1. Okay. I guess we'll do this. It's not a great use of a turn. There's a bunch of red, a bunch of green. No white, no black. Ain't that some shit. Hey, alright, got there. You've been promoted. If we can just get one of our things to make us vampire tokens quickly and reliably, will be okay, but we are... That's really not what I need. Right now we're just trying to get creatures out, and we're not doing a very good job of it. If I do that, that won't do much. If I do this, also won't do much. No, I wish there was a way I could get all that. Not that it's great for me, but, all that. Payas. Well, maybe that's okay. There we go. That will help a lot. Man, if I can get that to flip in a reasonable time frame. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of rearrange stuff because we're going to get sneaky. So we want this to come in first, make the white vampire token, so it is our first creature. Never mind, it won't work. I need to keep the vampires alive for a few turns. Maybe we'll do it like this. This is such a big turn investment. We need this to come in first. So we have a 1/1 in our first creature slot. Yeah, go away. Then we need him to come in and make a vampire, and then we have him come in and make another vampire and another vampire and another vampire. Then we can have... This is such a bad plan. We're so effed. All because we need a stack of vampires to attack so we can get this to flip over so we can start making more vampires. It's maybe one of the dumbest plans I've ever tried to assemble in this game. But I'm not a smart person, so here we go. Is that what I want to do? No? Yes? Maybe? Kind of? If I do that, drop that down there. He likes white, so we're going to take his white. Haha! Shit, seriously? At least his big dumb stack of creatures is gone. Now he makes more. He missed the free turn, but it did not matter. Wow. Okay. Shit's getting worse. We gotta try for it. See if I can get Khazarov on. You know, we'll get the Paladin of the Bloodstained because it's cheap. Alright. Hopefully, this can survive a few turns. We can get the Conquistador's Landing, or whatever it's called. Legion's Landing to flip. And then we just spam vampires for the rest of the fight. Hopefully we live long enough. Ow! Oh, thank goodness. I was wondering when we were going to get one of our pieces of removal. Granted, I think I only have one in this deck currently, which is a little unusual for me. Usually I go pretty heavy, but this is more of an aggro deck, really. It just wants to get out vampires and be done with it. Be gone! No one likes you. There we go. Alright. As long as that sticks around, that Adano First Fort, or whatever it's called, we are in good shape. What is he holding? It's like a little cat. I see you also have Fudgems. Oh, and he kills all my stuff. Boy, that's disappointing. That's fine. We can start doing gross stuff with Vanquisher's Banner. We'll do them like this, because they'll trigger each other. Kind of the way I'm feeling triggered right now. LOL. Can't crack any of those, unfortunately. But we can do this, which is a pretty good amount of mana for us. And it'll help my creature stick around a few extra turns. I can take a chunk out of that. Lovely. Nice. So here's where this deck starts getting crazy. Once you start making all these vampire tokens, the banner, just like your hand is never empty. Not that usually I'm hard up for casting spells anyway, but it just is like guaranteed card draw. Ooh, this is so good. So useful right now. Now, we haven't cast one creature with power 5 or more, so we really got to slam out these Kazarovs. I'm actually not too worried about this, just since everything's getting whittled away as it is. In fact, I might just throw it out. Goodbye. Or not. Alright, another way to do it is you can click on the card and click on that. Because I'm playing on a keyboard and mouse, it's probably having a little bit of issue. So I'm going to keep saving for this. Actually, I'm going to do this now, because you kind of need to drag this fight out if we're going to get full completion. Yoink! Alright, hopefully that meaty stack of vampires will be a little hard for them to knock out. Oh, I should have saved that for after all my vampires were stacked up. Yep, more Kazarovs, please. Yeah, I just gained 7 vampires. More than that. I went from having none to 13. Oh, no. I went from... They're getting a passive buff from the Vanquisher's banner. It was still pretty fine. Pretty okay. Ow. 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 Well, that's annoying. We're just going to try and hammer out as many Kazarovs as possible at this point. Get rid of this one, because I don't think we want it. Call to the Feast is fine. I want to keep that rocking and rolling, because this is really saving our bacon right now. I'm speaking a lot of colloquialisms, I realize. Doubt! Alright. So we don't have to worry about him killing us too bad. Which is good, because we were getting hit pretty hard there. I don't think Squee works as he's supposed to. Hey. What did I say about breaking my supports? And granted, I haven't said anything. But I still think it's rude. I kind of want to do this so we can't take a chunk out of my support. We're in pretty good position. Don't think I need... Well, if I cast another one, I can dig for another Kazarov. So that's fine. Okay, we'll throw out Call to the Feast. Gonna replace this guy, even though he's got higher power. The Paladin of the Bloodstain is only an ETB effect, whereas the Forerunner has a repeatable effect. So we're gonna... Bye, Paladin. You've been great. Make me a vampire and draw me a card, which makes me more vampires, which draws me more cards. Boom! Sorin is probably one of my favorite planeswalkers in Puzzle Quest. I quite like them in Paper Magic too. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have one Soren in Paper Magic, and I quite like him. I just think vampires in Magic universe are just kind of cool. And typically in video games and games, I like any sort of vampiric effect where you do damage and you gain life. You know, I always find that to be pretty powerful. I think we're doing okay on this banner. Again, I'm going to throw that out. The sound effects sound like in a cheap sci-fi movie of like a robot walking around. Let's see, what other cool stuff have I done behind the scenes? You can now spend purple crystals on the 400 crystal pack and get a guaranteed new card. You will no longer get duplicates, which is neat. Duplicates really piss people off, and I totally understand it. For that level of investment, I'd be cheesed off too. I kill you. I don't think we're going to get to cast Feather Kazaroff. Maybe this next one in our hand. I'm pointing like you can see where I'm pointing with my finger. Oops, sorry. But doubtfully a third one. Any power plays I can make? Okay, kinda. I can either do that. Oh, here's what we'll do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice, and I get to do it again. Get in line, Bucky boy. Did I already use this turn? I did. That's fine. Now I could ping Squee for one and make him bigger, but we really want to get Kazaroff number 3 off the ground. Oh, and just give him a free turn while I'm at it. Because he's probably only got 2, maybe even as little as 1 turn left, depending on what happens next turn. Or he'll just ramp out like a motherfucker. See, this is supposed to reinforce him. But it kind of doesn't do what I think it's supposed to do. Got there! Alright, now we're just pinging for funsies. Which is what I should have called this stream, I realize. Retrospectively. Pinging for funsies. Another Vanquisher's banner. Legion's Landing. Draws me a card. It flips immediately. Yeah. This deck's kind of nuts. It doesn't have any way to deal with supports, but it's so aggro-y, it's just supposed to just be like, I don't even care. As long as I get to, you know, cast my vampires, it's pretty happy. Beep, beep, boop. What is this? Oh. It don't really matter. We win! Too pretty. Go away. Make some more vampires. More vampires. Another one of those. There's a lot of clicking involved in this deck. We win. Hopefully we got full points on that. One of these days I plan to do a spit take, but that means I'm going to have like cellophane wrapping all over the place. That'll be great. By which I mean awful, because it would drench my office. Slash spare bedroom. Or as my fiance calls it, the sun lounge. This window behind me gets a lot of sunshine in the afternoon, usually right when she comes home from work. I'm going to go lay in the sun lounge. You mean the spare bedroom? Where we have all the video games? Oh. What we got there? Another booster pack. Because these that one enchantment just sucks. It is no fun to play with. So I think we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon, after we open our pack, we'll delve into this Ixalan Blue, because I want those rewards. Oh, another new thing that changed. These Trials of the Plains events now reward you with a Dominaria booster pack, as well as a bunch of crystals. But it's a net loss of 30 gold crystals. But seeing as though there's nothing for me to spend my crystals on the horizon, you know, if a Planeswalker is going to come into the vault, I can get to that price point of like $6.95 if I do a little work. I think it's worth it. Sorry, I'm wiggling. I got wiggly legs because I worked this morning. I have 2 jobs now. I went from 0 to 2 in like 1 week. I think it's worth it if, you know, I think Dominaria is such a good set. There's just very few cards that you just kind of go, I think it's all pretty darn good. Let's shut up and open that pack. Well, I'll shut up. You talk amongst yourselves. Oh, no, I can't quite afford one of those. This is distressing. There we go. Hum, nom, 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 nom. Great card. Love this card. It's expensive, but it's good. Just don't ignore these first 3 lines, because no one cares. This is just a 4/3 for 14 with haste that gives your other creatures haste. It's fine. Totally fine. In black-red. Don't! Let's open one more Dominaria pack. I have a sneeze on deck. Hang on. Maybe. Bear with me. Suppose I could pause it. I don't know why I'm talking, because it's muted right now. We're going to do this one. I guess not. Now, the thing is with these trial events, I don't play them very often because you only have so many... If you fuck up, you just wasted your crystals. They don't recharge. You can't progress. You're screwed. Additionally, it's anything goes. You know, just come in with your best decks. So what I think I'm going to do, one of my best white decks is... You gotta really go, oh yeah, I rebuilt this deck. This is another great pickup, Quende. He's fantastic. Should we do some legacy shenanigans? I thought this deck had this deck can totally tank. It can absolutely annihilate, but boy, can it just, you know, flop. We'll give it a shot. Get to see some of the old fun legacy cards. So just Ulamog. You have to say it like that. Ulamog. Okay. It's not bad. Something like this. Wow, I couldn't even get 3 mana together. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna need a creature. I don't really want to break this because then she'll have a white swap. So we're gonna do this. Okay, good. They don't have a great play. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of what this deck wants to do anyway. I'll be sure to cast that because I don't want to miss out on it. I could do this, or I could do this, or... yeah. Ooh, that's a great card. Boop! I broke your stupid S. Bam! So what this deck kind of wants to do is it wants to get stuff into the graveyard, obviously. And it utilizes what I've mentioned as one of my favorite cards ever. And this guy works beautifully with it. You just pitch your whole hand, fill it full of expensive creatures, and then you just come in for a one-off and just hit, maybe have an enter the battlefield effect, and go away. It's fine. This creature, Angel of Deliverance, has... when it attacks, you just destroy your opponent's first creature, and I have in here a spell that blows away all white and blue gems from Zendikar block. It doesn't blow them away, it turns them to the devoid, which means they basically don't give you mana. It's a very strange mechanic. I don't know how they got to that from whatever. But for now, let's do this. Boop, burp. I'd like to get that angel out. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. Now, what does she do? I think she makes more vampires. Yeah, that's what she does. I am going to... I'm going to discard one of these, whatever that's called, Glorious Ends, to draw a card. I usually like to save this to pitch an expensive creature I don't really plan on casting. Sure, we'll take another one of those guys. I don't often find a lot of reason to cast Glorious End. It can really screw you up if you aren't ready for it. Drat! Boop. Yeah, my Tomb of the Pharaoh God's not doing so well. Hopefully we get all this stuff out before our friend over here dies. Friendo. Robot friend. What's he called? Bomat Courier. The Electric Tomato, I've heard him called. We can do blue, or we can do black. Blue is better than black for us, so we'll take the blue. Here we'll get a little loyalty bump. This is great. Look how little white there is, so we can just blow everything away every turn. There it is. Crumble to dust. So if we get in a real spot, we can just blow away all the blue and white gems. I'm going to put that up here. It's a pretty low priority, but I would like some more mana. Here we have a nice swap. Boop, boop. One, two, three, four, five. Well, isn't that convenient? So here's why you need it. We're gonna lose everything anyway. This will be fine. So she's got prevent damage, right? That's what this one means. Yeah. What is this? This card can flip? I forgot this card can flip. I don't usually let it live long enough to do that. We gotta kill that thing. Thank you. So, dang it, I'm gonna blow that up. That's really gonna mess me up. Yeah. Cast it! Yes! That was so lucky. Alright. So now we don't have any white gems. We're still going to lose the Bomat Courier because it's just going to bonk into what's-her-bucket. And then these guys will die. We'll get pitched and we'll cycle them back and it'll be funsies. I don't really want to make a big move because I want there to be 0 white available. So we're just going to go like that. We're kind of throwing away a turn. Why didn't it do the thing? Maybe it has to hit the opponent. I bet that's what it does. I goofed that up. Well, that's fine. We can just start smashing. Oh, don't want that again. Though, yeah, sure. We'll throw a, thanks. It's great. We'll get another Bomat Courier down, because they're fun. That didn't quite go like I wanted. What's this? Right, okay. So this thing you can just let die and over again. This is a great card. What the fuck just happened there? Why didn't even... What? Why didn't it even do damage? It just killed it. Hold on. Hold the phone. At the end of your turn, each creature you control is destroyed. It did it before combat. Alright, this is for science. Go for it. Oh, that's right, because they had the silver fight, punch, stab. Right. I'm a dum-dum. I remembered. Pardon my language. I get really salty at this game sometimes. Only sometimes. Just a little. Okay. Yep. 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 Hello. That's right, I cheated Ulamog into play. You're welcome. Since this just comes back, I don't need that anymore. Ulamog, when he attacks, it's not the most amazing ability, but I don't have a but. What did I just say? Yeah. Let's discard a creature. So this is what this deck kind of wants to do. It wants to cheat creatures into play via God Pharaoh's Gift. I'm going to go like that. Boop. Wish I had a way to get that creature killed. Oh, maybe I can with Serpentine Strike? I doubt it. Probably not both of them. Wow. Yeah! So that was 9 damage. Sure. Enough to kill him. 6 to that guy. Oh! I do need to do some damage to my own guys. Or, we're just going to hang on to that. I'm going to actually try and cast this guy. Or do I just cheat it into play? These are difficult choices we're making right now. I have decided. When choosing cheese, choose the hardest cheese. I don't even know what that means. I don't know why I say these things. Boop. Oh, I got to cap my dude. Interesting. I too like to live dangerously. Ooh, free turn. Boop. I don't care about any of that stuff. Green. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I've never seen that cast before. Cool. Now we can do this. Alright. Has to deal combat damage. That was the problem. That's why that didn't work the first time. So, let's just crumble to dust. This will be swell. Yes, please. Pop! And away goes my vampire. Or, what is she, an angel? Bonk. I think I used to have Deploy the Gatewatch in this deck. I forget why I took it out. Maybe because it's busted in terms of power level. Yay, free turn with no mana. That takes skills. Alright, after this, I have my Dominaria pack. It's really the only... Well, you know, all the purple crystals will be great too. But, then I'll show off Teferi and Jaya, because they're really cool, except I can't do Jaya because she's red. I'll throw her down in Training Grounds and probably lose, but kind of get to see her abilities. Her abilities are really solid. She wants to do lots of stuff with spells, which is why I thought like an all-spell, no-creature deck. One more Dominaria pack. Dominaria. Big money, big money, big money, big money. You're not big money. Buffadel. Alright. A lot of trash in there. Let's see what we have for booster crafting, if we have anything cool available there. So my new strategy, oh, you can craft Dominaria now, is I've been going for these Rivals of Ixalan rares. And why I'm doing those over other stuff, I have most of Origins, you know, the only one I'm missing is Jiraga, Invocation, that's fine. And, you know, these are still really good, but I am pretty happy with all of the mythics I have currently. I have some that I don't even use. Is in here for 1,000, there's a number of very good rares in here. Profane Procession, like, so this is a kill spell that becomes ramp. I'd love that. This card is absolutely insane, and I can't believe they nerfed Gilded Lotus over this. This thing just makes so much blue mana happen. It's so dumb. But there's a lot of great cards in here, and I've been, you know, I didn't open a lot of Rivals of Ixalan because they didn't really give you a way to open them. So I feel like I missed out on almost this entire set. So I've just been spending my orbs here. Let's see what we get. Okay. These destroy all creature spells are really hard to use. I'm not crazy about them. Probably won't be playing with that today. But let's load up. Can I change Planeswalkers? Oh, look, perfect. No, actually not perfect. You don't want to run against... you don't want to run the same Planeswalker against it, because you'll just be fighting over mana, and they're significantly higher levels, so we would just be in a bad place. See, here they match us with someone same color. This will be interesting. We'll see how this goes. It's like old versus new. Hold on, I have an itch. An itch I must scratch. Pretty okay hand. This has, I wouldn't call it a bug, but it will autocast and gain you the 4 life and not destroy a support if there's no supports. So be sure to turn that one off. Cool. I think we'll try and get Triumph of Gerard out. Pretty good spell. Support, I should say. Yeah, this looks great. Boom! Danitha coming at you. Ooh, that's great. On Danitha, it's fantastic, because she'll just kill everything in her path. Yep. Hopefully he doesn't have a bounce or a turn to frog or something. Oh! Interesting. Good to know. Alright, there's a lot of mana available to us. Drop that, doesn't do anything. I'm currently looking at this. We'll blow up his support, because I'm a jerkface. We'll ding ours. Ha! Wow, there's a lot of red. Ooh. Cue that up. Because that'll be swell. Yeah, let's do this. Look at all those keyword abilities. Don't need those turned on. Be cool if they cast a creature so it could actually, like, show this off. Oh, we're in 2 damage mode. That's a little terrifying. This could go sideways real fast. But not now, because now we're gaining 20 health a turn. And drawing 2 cards. And she's making them cheaper as we go. I'll draw 3 cards. I kind of hate all the cards in my hand currently. Blah! Actually, I don't even think I want this. Who cares? Goodbye. There's a good chance I'll draw another one. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow, I was really hoping for another creature. So right now I'm just... get that out of here. What I kind of like to do when I have nothing but the same creature available, I'll have a backup in case the first one gets killed or bounced or whatever. And then I'll leave this one on. You know, the first one turned off so it doesn't cast, but this one on so then I can just reinforce if it gets that far along, you know, and my hand's just getting bogged up. Just kind of makes sense to me. But what do I know? And I get another turn. Wish it told you. Yeah? Oh, look at all that blue for you. Enjoy. See? Oh. Now, hopefully I didn't throw out all those, Ha-ha! Ice Smarts. Ice Smarts, man. That's a bummer. I don't want to blow that up. Please go away. I'll do this. You thought you could stop me. Ha! You are getting a lot of mana over there. And I am getting no creatures. Huh. So it'll make the sound, but because his hand is full, it won't let me do it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care. I think this is actually the better play. I'll get a little bonus red mana. Boink. Seal away, doing some serious sealing. I'm surprised we haven't run into Nicol Bolas today. Oh, we're playing white events, that's why. Alright, let's get rid of some of the shit in our hand. We're not using this. We've already got one of those. Great. Excellent. Fine. Now, if we get this out, we can get all our other stuff out easier. So I think that's what we're going to do. in the event that something goes haywire. We're going to queue Mistra's self-replicator up over that. I don't think we need another one of these. No, it sure would be handy. Oops. I'm hearing a little crackly in my mic. Or in my headsets. I hope that doesn't mean my sound is cutting out. Good. Our sword is protected for another day. Oh, and we get another swap. Beautimous. Yeah. Owl friend. Drakehaven. How I miss thee. Man, oh man. If this weren't a digital game, this card would be so worn out. That card saw so much play. Alright, we are closing in on a victory. Let's, oh boy, we don't really have much of an option. We'll take the red. Bonk. Huh, so it's only double damage on us. And we win. Doesn't matter what we do, we're just going to go right here. Whoop. Bam! So not a great showing of my Teferi deck. What I like to do is, if I can get Rap Caption, or whatever his name is, Capashan, and the Owl and Danitha out, then things in my hand get like a -5 to mana cost. So you can just fire things out pretty quickly. I thought about supplementing it with stuff that increased my opponent's mana cost. And I tried it out, and it was alright. It seems like having the creatures that make my stuff cheaper work just a little bit better. So that's why I went with that one. It's a functional deck. It doesn't like sing to me. But it functions. Alright, we did that. Let's try out Jaya. 27 minutes left. This will definitely be my last game because my throat's getting a little stiff. Jaya. Let's just bring her to level 38. Ta-da! Spellslinger. Named after the Magic YouTube show, actually. Oh, this will be a super interesting match. Look, bonk. Where streamer Day9 plays Magic with other internet celebs, and they waste a lot of time and have a lot of great graphics, but they complain about the fact that they don't have enough time per week to shoot better episodes. Man, the first 2 seasons are totally skippable. Like, guaranteed every game someone gets mana screwed, so nothing happens, and one of them just seals the victory without ever doing anything. There's, like, no combat tricks ever cast until, like, Season 3 or something. That's it. I think it's a super cool show. I just wish they, I don't know, stacked the decks so that the games were more interesting. It's just, unfortunately, I've never found any episode very interesting. Anyway, that could be interesting. I think we're going to take this red pile and maybe we'll try to get the Primal Amulet out and then the Brass Bounty. That sounds like a cool idea. Oh, so close. Oh, you're taking my mana, you monster. Turnabout is fair play. Or something. If I do that, I can get the green. I can't really get the blue, so we'll go like this. Burp. That needs to be nerfed. Such a busted spell. Yeah. No, No, I don't want to do that. Are you crazy? If we do that, there's a small chance we get some blue. Oh, or some white. Okay. Oh, we get a free turn. Neat. Fetch the first spell in your library. The first spell in your hand gains 8 mana. Now, 8 mana won't carry over to anything. Is it worth doing? Sure. Exquisite Firecraft. We're going to save that for a creature, but we are going to charge it. Boop. Sound effects are important. Sorry. Right into the mic. Ooh, you missed a free turn. You fool. Okay, that's quite enough Primal Amulets. Actually, you can keep casting them. That's fine. You'll notice all this red just keeps heading towards my support that I care about. It seems to happen a lot. I wonder where all my creatures are. Alright, now that I have an Abrade cooking, I am going to put it there. It won't auto-cast until there's a creature, which is super nice. And we're just going to throw this right at his head. Because this is such a good spell. Just 6 damage to your creature, Planeswalker. Super straightforward, super simple. Flexible. That's what you look for in cards. Flexibility. Dump some mana into it. I almost clicked on myself. Whoops! Of course. Like no good mana, as always. A couple of do-nothing turns. Oh, but we get a... Alright, we're going to dump one of these. And we're going to get a free spell. Like this. A free spell that does nothing, apparently. Oh, now you've done it. Double Abrades in our hand. That's kind of cool. Okay. 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 That was a lot of nothing. If I do that, there'll be some green. If I do that, that'll be a little... It's about the same, really. I want Adelies before the Journey Mage because he does damage. Oh. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No, you silly goose. No. Oh, he bounced it, you monster! Alright, you want to bounce a creature? Here. Bounce my Journey Mage, jerk. I was being a little bit facetious. I thought I was supposed to do 8 damage. Oh, if you control another wizard. Alright, look. We can admit we all screwed up. Discard 4 cards. Do I have 4 cards that I'm willing to get rid of? No. I want to get some of these creatures out. That'd be cool. Because currently I think we're both sitting at close to full health. I could drill down a bunch with that, but I kind of want to keep that alive. Same here. I'm just going to take his blue. Boop. Okay, I don't usually like to hit my own supports, but it's a free turn. It's hard to pass up. Boom. What did we draw? Another Inferno Jet. Oh, that's because this Wellspring thingamathing just returns cards to your hand. Thank you. I think we can get rid of this. We're never going to cast it. We'll just do another one. And draw another spell here. Uh-oh. That's no good. I hate this thing. It's so hard to kill. Now we need mana like crazy. Because that thing will just straight up kill us. Cool. This thing is my saving grace. Alright, we need 2 free spell slots in our hand. Adelies, I think you're fantastic, but I think you gotta go. I wish I knew what those other 2 cards were in my hand. Like, severely. Oh, that's not what I need. Oh, there go all my supports. Ah! That was lucky as sin. I didn't deserve to win that. Oh, it's just training mode, so it doesn't really matter. Well, that was that deck. That was pretty silly. Anything else worth talking about? Have I gotten any new really cool spells? I don't think so. I opened a duplicate masterpiece. The Achroma's Fury or whatever it's called. I didn't play the first one. I don't know why they thought to give me a second one, but anyway, that was all that. That was a fun episode. Sorry I didn't show you more of this, but man, that one Phyrexian, it just, ugh. This is so not fun. And the fact that it's bugged and it does all of them. Oh, I see. So this event was the Phyrexian completion, the spread of Phyresis. Ugh. Not fun. No bueno. Anyway, another fun episode, and I'm going to keep sticking to it. Hopefully my work schedule doesn't interfere. You know, those pesky jobs. But yeah, keep playing. We'll keep an eye out for M19, and yeah, rock and roll.